Taking my vitamins, that's how much I know this isn't gonna work. I'm just trying to get healthy. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Trixie Mattel, and this is the editor of all the videos on the channel. This is Nick.
I'm already uncomfortable.
Woo! If you guys don't know, Nick edits all the videos of me doing makeup. He edits a lot of the TikToks, the reveals. How long does it take you to do one long makeup video?
Upwards of 20 hours or so.
Oh my God. So what you're saying is there's no excuse for you to not know exactly how to do this. Nick's doing the Trixie makeup today because we had Brandon do it. And it sucks. I mean, it was good.
It's great.
He's here. But let's see if Nick can do it, because if the person who edits every video, if you haven't picked up something along the way, you are...
Say it.
Dumb. If you haven't picked up something. By the way, let's get it out of the way right away. If you want to follow Nick, this is where you can follow Nick.
I never get to do that.
Cool, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to glue down my brows so Nick has a fighting chance here, and then we're going to start some makeup. Before we get started here today, our video is brought to you by our friends at Scentbird. You guys know in drag, I believe that smelling beautiful is like the fourth dimension of drag. You can look great, but if you don't smell great, I don't trust it. Scentbird is a subscription service for fragrances, so for $17 a month, you get to try a brand new designer fragrance every single month. And it's flexible, so you can skip whatever month without penalties. But the great thing is it's a 30-day supply, so you can try a new fragrance without having to commit to a new bottle. You get to keep in this little protector, and then if you wanna know what it is, you pop her open. So this is Room 1015 Sweet Leaf. Grapefruit, eucalyptus, cannabis, angelica. I think this is gonna be like my California Palm Springs hippie moment. Oh yes. This sounds like somebody who is inherently wealthy, but has rebuked all their family riches and instead runs a plant store. That is like unisex too. I could wear this out of drag. And I love that it shows a picture of the bottle, so if you do want to get the full size, you know what it's gonna look like on your vanity. Let's try another one. Source Adage, and it's called Icona. I love trying. I love trying. The other good thing is for travel, it locks, so this one like makes me want to cry. It's so beautiful. Oh, this smells like Pioneer Town. This smells like Joshua Tree. Love her. So this one is called Maison 21G Paris Sage Supreme. Bitch. It's like you stepped out of the shower to have sex with a hippie. Like really, it's beautiful. Wow, 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 wow. So click the link below and make sure you use my code Trixie Mattel to get 55% off your first month of Scentbird. That's only $8. Now back to the video. All right, so I got my brows glued down. We have all the products here. I didn't put in any sort of order. I didn't tell Brandon anything, so I'm not telling you anything, but I'm ready, so go.
Step one is primer.
There's still nothing on my face.
Relax.
Oh.
Well, I want to use this, but I don't know if we can show it on screen.
Blur it out. This may or may not be a priming spray that may or may not be being developed.
All right, and I learned this on the last one. You start over here so they hear it coming.
Yes.
Not
just kidding.
The favorite conversation of Nick, the typing, Nick talking, and you.
It's about to get.
You're gonna have to edit yourself.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
It's gonna get dark. I hate watching like that type of shit. Oh, are you single?
Yes.
There you
Is
go.
that where we're starting?
Honestly, well, that's what people are gonna want to know.
At time of recording.
Things could change.
And probably at time of posting.
You're like, the way it's going.
Okay. Foundation. You use a lot of colors.
Because my skin color is always changing because of self-tanner. So I'm gonna let you color match it.
Yeah. Right.
If you guys walked into Sephora and Nick was working there, would you trust him? Is he giving off confident energy?
The worst part is like every video, I must watch you do this a dozen times at least. And I'm still sitting here going, what's going on?
You've edited every video every week for at least 2 years. So if you don't have it by now, babe.
It's like reading a recipe versus like actually baking the cake. It's different. I'm starting here and then we'll see.
Yeah, you are.
I'm already done this. This is all getting cut later.
Oh yeah, you have your own edit. Watch, you're gonna like in the edit yesify it. You're gonna like After Effects it to filth, and you're gonna be like, isn't it incredible? Nick, tell him what you did before you did editing for me.
When I started working for you, I was also working at one of the major motion picture companies, doing a lot of their social media and digital work.
Mm-hmm.
So I was basically moonlighting for you.
Yeah.
While I was working full time for them.
Originally on the channel, we had maybe 6 editors who would all rotate.
Yeah.
Because to be honest, it's hard to find somebody good who isn't like pulled in 12 different ways. So when you left that job, it was like a real blessing.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of hit you up and I was just like, because we were about to go back to the office. It was like end of COVID times. And I was just like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, and I was basically just like, Nick, if you want to leave, I said, I can give you easily enough work.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about like paying your bills. You can leave and work on videos for us. And it's been nice. It's also nice to have one editor because then it's like one consistent voice. You guys, when the video started turning into text of just reading me within an inch of my life, it was all Nick. When you started editing for me, you were like, is this okay? People seem, am I too mean? And I was like, no, people like mean.
Really?
I think your first video was Wet and Wild.
Wet and Wild, the Halloween video.
Yeah, Nick's first video was the Wet and Wild Halloween video. That was like middle of the pandemic.
Yeah.
That was such a fun video though. I love getting to do like Halloween looks for brands. It's so fun because it really helps me get out of my box because I'm sit here and I do the same makeup over and over again. You guys know. I like a nudie pinky lip. I like neutral eyes.
You said it, not me.
Oh, you gotta get, oh, I'm not gonna say anything. My job is to say nothing. I'm just gonna lean in so you guys can see. I just think it's funny that there's parts of the face that have no makeup on,
Well, I can't
and there's
see
parts that you've put makeup on 3 times. The way I want to snatch this sponge out of your hand so bad.
Yeah, I'm aware.
You went to college in Los Angeles, right?
Orange County. I went to Chapman, but yeah.
Yeah, Nick's from Orange County, you guys. The OC, Trumpland, kind of, right?
Pretty much.
They care about the gays there? Are they homophobic or they don't care?
It was kind of hit or miss. I think the area that I was in was a little bit more on the homophobic side. I mean, I didn't come out to college.
Right. You guys, if you already were having sex thoughts about Nick, he was in a fraternity.
Yeah.
How about that? How about that? I feel like people fetishize that. All the gay guys I know who were in fraternity, they're like, it wasn't like that. I was closeted.
It was kind of like that.
Oh.
No, kind of.
You made it like that.
I'm just going in and I'm kind of starting the highlight with the foundation.
Also, let's talk about why we're doing this. Orville Peck, you know what this is. Orville Peck texted me today, hey, I'm too hungover to do the video. Orville Peck was supposed to be doing the makeup today and Nick stepped in, so.
Sorry,
Thank
I'm
God.
not Orville Peck.
A hangover is horrible.
We've had a few.
Yes, oh my God. One time Nick and I went out do you remember we went out for happy hour, Nick, at like 5?
And it
We were
turned into-
still at the same bar, at the same table at midnight.
Yeah.
That was a fierce hangover.
I think
you've done everything you're going to do.
I think that's the best I'm going to do on this part.
I want you to know that was the easy part.
I know. I kind of think I'm going to go with the Paretos Beauty Liner because it's a little bit thinner.
Yeah.
So if I screw up, I can fix it a little bit better.
Mm-hmm. And Paretos Beauty, this liner has never steered us wrong once. Indigenous owned, woman owned brand. It's a great black liquid liner, you guys. Now, what Nick does with it is his own business. So don't judge the quality of this liner based on what this person's about to do.
This is like the moment where like it could just all go south completely.
Well, why don't you do one eye first?
Of course.
Yeah.
That doesn't make it any better.
You're like, I still have to do that
Still
eye.
not. Ooh, nope. Already screwing it up. Oh God, straight lines are really hard. Jesus Christ, hang on. This isn't working.
Brandon's face. Can I give you a piece of feedback?
Yes.
You're using the tip of the pen. I would say lay it a little flatter and drag it the direction you're going.
Okay.
Don't think of it as a toothpick. Think of it as a calligraphy pen.
Yeah, because that's something I'm so familiar with. Calligraphy pen. Just gonna try and...
I remember every time I do my eyeliner, I always remember stopping, using my thumb to wipe it off.
Is that anywhere close?
I don't know. Don't forget this is a template. It's not like it's redone anyway.
No, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do the shadow next.
Show the product. Come on.
Using nighttime realness.
Yeah, great. It won't focus on it at all. It's just us going. I mostly used to self-tape, and it was different when I was self-taping. It was more like I have to get myself hyped up and sit here and scream at myself. It is nice to have somebody just tape everything because then I just get to f around more. Otherwise, Nick knows when I'm self-taping, my margin for error, forgetting to hit record, forgetting to hit record audio. I would sometimes step out of frame and forget to turn a light back on.
All right, so Brandon did an incredible blue eyeshadow look.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I figure I'm gonna try.
Mm-hmm. Can I say I like that you're padding? You know, if you start, most people when they do drag makeup over brows, they start scribbling. You can't do that because you're gonna dig up the brows. So pressing is definitely more the vibe.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, we're gonna have Nick do the other side quick and we'll be right back. So we got both sides here. I was just telling Nick, it's giving Captain Spaulding from House of a Thousand Corpses.
Yeah.
I gotta work on my posture. This is so unacceptable. Like, what is this?
This does feel like a weird porn thing.
Yo, every like Trixie Katya fanfic porn starts with us like doing each other's makeup.
Ooh, that was a strong choice that I just made.
Did you just make a strong choice?
Yeah. Very strong choice.
You're making strong choices. It's more like a face paint than a makeup though, because you're drawing on every feature from scratch. That's what's hard about it, is the confidence of like, is this where this goes? Okay. Whereas like normal makeup, you put eyeshadow on the eyelid and you move on. You're fabricating eyelids in this makeup.
I love it. I love it.
If you think I look great, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. If you did the makeup and you think it's good, that means that I'm gonna look beautiful to everyone in this room. You guys, I would love to do a gig where like, I maybe have a DJ gig at Precinct or something and David has to do my makeup and I have to wear it to the gig.
Oh my God.
Something where the stakes like are that I have to go somewhere. Could you imagine if I had to go to a red carpet tonight?
Yeah.
You're like,
absolutely.
You're like, that's what I'm planning
And
for.
you're welcome.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go to the eyebrows now.
Okay. Urban Decay, brow blade. Sometimes, oh God, I'm like giving tips. Sometimes you can do like 2 dots, 2 dots, 2 dots.
Yeah, I wasn't just gonna draw. I was gonna sketch it out. Not that that's really gonna help. But...
Oh, no, it's not gonna help at all. This makes me think of every year, like on Halloween, when girls are like, I'm you for Halloween. And it always looks like this. You know, one of my little side dreams, there is a museum where clowns can copyright their makeup and they paint their makeup on the shell of an egg. And that's how it gets copyrighted. Trademarked. I would love to trademark my makeup on an egg.
On an egg?
Yeah. You already do that every day, bitch.
That
You bald
was-
bitch.
That's right where I was going.
Nick, are you ever editing me and do you ever just think like, f her and f this?
No. Of course
Never not.
I've edited my videos. Editing is such a long process. The thought of sitting down and starting it is almost worse than doing it. It's maddening. Editing is really hard, you guys.
So it's gonna be.
Uh-huh. And where do you think the wig is gonna go? Okay, just keep going. Was it hard to go downtown LA today and pick up all that crack and do it before you started this?
Jesus.
I like it. It's like Trixie LSD trip.
Yeah.
Can I see the sponge?
Yeah.
Mulligan.
All right.
He gets 1 mulligan, okay?
Um,
This time, whatever you draw, we're doing it.
Yeah.
I don't think people know this. On RuPaul's Drag Race, when you have to lip sync for your life, they do a volume check. So RuPaul will go, we're gonna do a volume check on the track quick, and you'll hear 4 clicks, bloop, 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 and then the song will start, whatever song it is. And then once the volume's right, RuPaul looks at you both in the eyes and goes, okay, this time it's for real. And there's nothing more chilling. This makes me think of when I worked at the mall and people would just sit in the chair and I would just do their makeup. Loved it.
Yeah, loving it. That's. Yeah.
That's, yeah. John Wayne Gacy,
Yeah.
you've watched this for 2 years.
I know.
For 2 years now.
I know. It's a lot different when you're here actually doing it.
That's what Brandon said.
It's a lot different.
Once you put the product in your hand and you're touching someone's face, it all goes out the window. There's something really different when someone's watching you too. Someone watching you do makeup is crazier. You're like,
And the person that like signs my paychecks.
oh yeah, but we know this isn't gonna be good. I mean, it could be.
Hey.
Hey, the lighting is good. And what about that picture quality?
You're welcome.
You look great.
I know I do.
Is it better or worse than Brandon's right now? I think it's better than Brandon. If Brandon had done it first and done a great job, nobody would want to follow it. He had to top so you could bottom.
Okay.
What is all the crouching?
I'm trying to like get into it.
Okay. So I just found out that Bob is across Los Angeles doing a video where he's doing Trixie makeup. And I said, which Trixie makeup are you doing? He said, season 7. I said, that is so fucked up. I said, I'm gonna do a video where I do season 8 Bob. And he's like, that is not fair. And I said, well, the good news is I could do Bob's season 8 makeup in about 12 minutes because that bitch didn't have any on. I will say you're doing all the steps in the order I would have done them so far. So as far as like the
Come on,
order,
Zed.
you know the order. Oh,
I hate you. Walking away.
no. Can I ask a check-in? How is this going compared to how you thought it would go?
My expectations weren't high.
Good. It's also, you're painting a 3-dimensional thing. It's
Yeah.
not like you have one canvas that's anchored.
Yeah.
This is a moving surface, so give yourself some credit. What's your favorite thing about my face?
What a weird question.
I know, I was like, what's the weirdest thing to ask right now? What are you using that product for? I'm just curious. I want to know what you're using it for.
The head game's normal.
Uh-huh.
I just try to get in his head here. He's getting in the zone, so he's getting quiet.
I told you, it was gonna be like Picasso does your makeup.
There was a time where my best iteration of this makeup was still I actually think the placement of this is pretty even. In general, when you make your cheekbones lower, it makes your face look rounder. And when you make them higher, it'll make me look more like I have a tight ponytail. It's not wrong, it's just different. I'm just catching myself in this monitor.
I
and
know.
I'm
I know. I know.
Oh!
All the steps are there.
They're there. They
just
are there.
done wrong.
If this makes you feel better or worse, I could probably still fix this. I mean, when Scott Barnes did it, I felt so pretty, but we all know how the internet felt about that. Shut up, Brandon. I came back here in my flat little wig with my Scott Barnes makeup on, and I put on like a bath towel, and I was like, should I be a call girl?
That
helps a lot.
That helped a lot.
Yeah.
I think powder.
Yeah, my favorite setting powders here. We have the Anastasia Beverly Hills and Banana. By the way, I got my Kelly Mantle shirt on, Sandy. These were for the tour only. These are not for sale, but aren't they cool? You guys, I had such a good time on tour this year with Kelly Mantle. Nick came, would you come to like 3 of those?
Yeah.
Nick came to San Francisco, LA, and Nick came to London to do a video last year. We traveled a lot last year.
Oh, I didn't do the nose.
No, you didn't. I was gonna say something, but I was trying to be fair.
I remembered.
I
was looking
can't
at you.
believe you weren't gonna do the nose. I was
Okay.
no wait, just kidding. You're already stressed out. I don't have to try to with you.
Nothing but head games.
I mean, what can you expect? You never done it before? I saw Nick at the Charlotte Tilbury counter, and I said, will you come home and do this makeup? To be honest, usually for my nose, I will buy brands that sell like lip brushes. Usually the lip brush works for me.
That's probably the best it's gonna be.
I agree.
That looks so good. That looks good.
Thank you, Brandon.
It
Thank
really
you for
does.
lying to me. So now I think I'm just gonna fill in the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Because what else am I gonna do at this point?
Who knows? You've surprised me at every turn. I know, I was just texting Jinx Monsoon, you guys, because she's been on the news. Because of Jinx's presence in the musical Chicago, that musical had its biggest box office non-holiday week in its entire, like, decades-long run. How magical is that? If she goes to Tennessee, she can get put in jail if there's a kid in sight. But in New York, she basically breathes financial life into a property that has been going for a long time. I mean, people are there to see Jinx. It's pretty amazing. It's like someone doing a hit and run. Like, then they're trying to speed away and their bumper's hanging off. Do you know what I mean?
That's so mean. I mean, accurate. Mean.
It's actually, like, remarkable.
Yeah.
I've never remembered this for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about it so far?
Not great.
Uh-huh.
Not great.
I think what's impressive is the knowledge of the steps in the order they go in is pretty impressive. Like when David eventually does this, he's not gonna know how to even begin. Because David has never really watched me get ready. He doesn't really care. The amount of black eyeliner on my head is so crazy. Think of the original brows you drew on. No, you know who it looks like? Rock'em Sakura. It's fierce. I love it.
I'm totally just guessing at this point.
I felt a big pool of product just collect on my forehead.
Yep. I just made this worse.
That can't be possible.
Yeah, it's possible.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Can I see?
Yeah, I just made it worse.
What?
My hands are shaking. I'm so
I'm
nervous.
sorry. When did you grab the gravy to put on my face?
You bumped it.
I bumped it. You know what it gives? I want some Trixie. No, we have Trixie at home.
Yeah.
The Trixie at home. Do you know what I mean?
Very that.
That's what's actually really amazing about this is that the elements are there in the order they are done in. All
Um,
right, so you got to do bottom liner. You can do it with the pen if you want, because you got to connect it to the top. I think you broke me.
I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing.
Can I give you a hint?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know what.
That's too.
Let's be clear here. You're being asked to do something you have no idea how to do, and only one other person knows how to do it. Me. So give yourself some slack. Not you, Brandon.
It's not gonna help if you do that.
I'm sorry. I could never be in like a show where like you have to not laugh. Like, it's the f***ing police coming to get Nick for this makeup job. You know what other part of this is interesting? It's interesting which parts of the makeup people like, I guess like identify, which is the black liner, I guess, and like the cut cheek more than anything.
We're here.
Yeah. So I'm gonna pop some lashes on and we'll see what the tea is. I think we should take our turns and say what we like about it. Oh yeah, do blush. We need blush. I mean, blush can save everything. We have just a girl
Blush
here.
isn't saving this.
It's a nice neutral, kind of rosy. It's good for when I have a lot of eye makeup on, and I would say that this is a little more than usual.
You think?
I love that you're instead of connecting it to the contour, you're just kind of putting it in its own area.
Yeah.
What if I was at a meet and greet like this? What would you say if you paid $150 to meet me and I showed up like this? Well, this is the final look. I think you did a really good job.
I don't see anything wrong.
I would say the amount of foundation you use, the skin looks at least very even, which I think is good, right? These liners are not the shape I would do, but they are symmetrical. The top liners are pretty symmetrical. Where do you think it, which part do you wish you could redo?
Everything.
The part just from the beginning to the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about this though? Like your first brow would have been up here. You're also not bald, so you don't understand that my forehead ends here, but it looks like it ends here. So you can't trust, otherwise the wig would have had to been, this is so sickening.
Honestly.
I love this so much. Wait. I appreciate you doing so well. You put a lot of work into it, and I love working with you, and I love this time we have together.
I love working with you too. Not like this though.
I'm never gonna forget what you've done.
Nobody will. It's on the internet.
I honestly can't tell between yours and Brandon's which one's stronger. I was gonna say worse, but to be honest, they're all rotted. So y'all did a great job. I'm gonna go get in the shower.
No, we're going out.
We're
going out like this.
This makes me want to start drinking again. Bye.
Bye.